Hi guys, I've talked about going live for nonsense before, but this is the epiphany or the epitome or some word like that of nonsense, because I don't even have to do this. But I had like an awakening just now, and I'm on my way to karaoke, and I wanted to share it with you. I have a karaoke starts in about an hour and a half, or maybe an hour and a half or so, and I had an epiphany. Not, anyway. Ronald Lafayette Hubbard, or actually Lafayette Ronald Hubbard, otherwise known as aka L. Ron Hubbard, started Scientology, and I know his religion is a bunch of bunk, and it gets rich Hollywood people in there, and then they're mean once you get in, and you can't get out and all that. But that doesn't mean the leader, the starter of the religion, didn't have some good points and wasn't intelligent. And Ron Hubbard had a point that just hit me tonight that was very, very cool and very intelligent, and I finally hit me about it, so I would like to talk to you about it. Ron Hubbard stated there's three things that define us in order: one, most important; two, second in importance; and three, least in importance. And this is basically what composes our lives and our existence. And guess what number one was? The most important thing was what he called beingness. That's who you are. That's like who you are, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, or whatever. And that's most important. Is your beingness, what and who you are. Second to that was doingness. That's simply what you do, what you experience, what your life work is, or what your day is like, and what you do with yourself, and how you spend your time. That's second in importance, but not second in importance. Third in importance, the third thing, the least important thing, is havingness. Havingness is what you have. How much money you have, what you're worth, quote unquote, what's in your bank account, how many cars you have, and what kind of cars they are, how many houses you have, and what kind of houses they are, and how much money you have or make or whatever. But the interesting thing is not just that he broke down our existence into those three things, but people, I'll speak for myself, I was getting it backwards. Growing up, I thought all I wanted was havingness. All I wanted was to have things. I wanted to be successful. And I got a little older, and all I wanted is to do things. I wanted to experience this and experience that. And I just now realize, and I'm 57 now, that actually what's most important is just beingness, who I am. If I'm who I am, and I like myself, and I'm good, and I'm together, and I'm a well put together thing, or whatever entity, person I am, that trumps, no pun intended to Donald, that trumps doingness and havingness. If I have beingness, I'm good. And if I see somebody else doing something I wish I were doing, I just go, well, good for him or her. But that's not as important as who they are. And if I'm happy with who I am, then that makes me turn away and not be envious or whatever that is, jealous or whatever, covetous or whatever. And then even if I don't see it, if I just think to myself, if I think, oh, I wish I were doing this, or I wish my life was like this, then I can make my own problem in my own head and feel bad because I'm not doing the things I wish I would like to be doing. But if I'm happy with who I am, and therefore I have beingness, then I don't have. Then that's more important than doing this, and it won't get me down anymore. That I'm not doing the perfect thing, and on top of that, even less, it won't get me down that I don't have this or that. As far as havingness, things I have. So I think that's a cool little breakthrough I made, and I didn't just realize it intellectually, because I knew that in the late '80s when I actually did Scientology for a year, but I didn't really have it. I didn't really have it deep down, and I hadn't applied it to my life. So now I have. So thanks to L. Ron Hubbard, Lafayette Ronald Hubbard, the founder of Dianetics and then Scientology, for giving me an idea that I finally took to heart, and I'm 57 years old, and it's really cool. Okay, I'm going to do karaoke in about an hour or so. Love you guys. Peace, rock and roll.